Welcome to the evolution of esports, where you don't just play the game, you code it. The CodeCombat AI League is the first of its kind. Part AI battle simulator, part game engine for learning real Python and JavaScript. Refine and perfect your code in your quest to become a CodeCombat AI League champion. Competitive coding has never been so epic. Join now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Season 9 recap of CodeCombat AI League powered by HyperX. We just wrapped up the final competition of 2023, the Reign of Code season. Today, join us as we dive into the action in the Storm, Siege, and Snowhold Clash arenas to unveil the champions who marked the grand finale of the year. As always, our overall champion will be taking home a $1,000 grand prize scholarship. I'm Adam, your host, and joining me, we have Nick, CodeCombat CEO, Valentin, our lead game designer, Charlotte, the director of education at CodeCombat, and of course, Valent, the previous AI League champion and current AI League arena architect.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah, it's been a super awesome season. We've had over 3,300 players in the championship arena and out of 26,000 that practiced in the Snow Siege practice arena. Now, I don't know about you, but it's been a warm winter over here until this week. We're about to get a foot of snow. School's gonna be out Thursday and Friday. I'm so psyched up, and it's really matching what's in the arena theme with our winter championship. Charlotte, what can you tell us about this arena?
AI League veterans may have found this arena familiar as it's inspired by a mix of Giant's Gate and Infinite Infernal. So you'll see that you've got a base and your towers to defend on your side. And there's summoning points on your side as well that lets you summon different types of units. There's so many choices: simple soldiers, archers with range attacks, brawlers with tons of health, and oh look, there are even skeletons this time. You can cast different spells too. Lightning targets the enemy unit with the highest health, while Fireball damages all units within a close range. You can also cast a heal on your units as well. Now, you've got a bit of a timer because your towers will start self-destructing after a certain amount of time. Then it's a race to the finish to see whose health lasts longer. The Snowhold Championship arena adds a key difference in spirits. They might have a low health, but they're fast and have tons of abilities to use. I think we'll be seeing them a lot in these final matches.
Thank you, Charlotte. So for this arena, we decided to remake our previous arena where we were happy, but not enough. We could do better, and that's one of these attempts. We took Giant's Gate, changed details, and many problems with balance, tried to fix it, like, what's wrong there? It's not enough army here. Like, okay, let's add skeletons, add more units, add more dynamics so units would be more different. Instead of just like ranged units, melee units, now we added some siege unit and adding more dynamic here about spells, how units acting, how collision, a lot of small details, maybe not easily visible, but it's changing a lot behind this scenario. So for development, for how it was designed, I give a word to Valent because he was the main guy who made the whole arena.
Alright, as for the regular season arena, Storm Siege, we actually took heavy inspiration from Season 3 of AI League, Giant's Gate. We took the overall concept and we expanded it further to introduce more mobile elements, like introducing a third lane in the middle, and skeletons now periodically spawn to help you to defeat your enemies. The heal was originally too strong that the players would just keep healing their bases, but with player feedback, we were eventually able to balance it to the state that the arena currently is in today.
Thank you, Valent. Adam, what do we have for prizes?
HyperX has set us up with some amazing gear this season. Let's check them out. The top 3 players in each age division today are winning some awesome HyperX Pro gear. Starting with the 3rd place winners, they will receive the Cloud Core 7.1 headset. As for 2nd place, they will be getting the Cloud Core 7.1 headset and an Alloy Origins Core keyboard. And finally, 1st place in each age group will receive a Cloud Alpha S headset, Alloy Origins keyboard, Pulsefire Haste mouse, Pulsefire matte mousepad, and a SoloCast microphone. And lastly, the overall winner of Snowhold Clash will receive a $1,000 scholarship to help them pursue their furthering education. All right, let's get back into the action and dive into the final arena of this season.
For the Snowhold arena, our challenge arena, we decided to do something new. Usually we focus it about defend, how to make your champions really protective and help your army to support them. Now we changed it. So your champion here, Spirit, it's a breach unit. So the main task of this unit, just like to breach defense or get to the enemy base, towers, maybe die in the process and respawn in 5 seconds and again. More aggressive gameplay. So to stop this standoff on these towers and prevent attempt to at the same lane. I think Valen can tell us more about design and development of this arena. Valen?
For the challenge season arena, Snowhold Clash, we increase the complexity by adding spirits, which are controllable units that have a different set of abilities to use for different purposes. There were some bugs initially that I encountered, that the players encountered in this arena, and they reported it on the forums, but eventually I was able to fix those bugs and get to the arena to the state that it is in today.
Thank you, Valen and Valentine, for the amazing work on these arenas. Now, everyone, it's time for what we've all been waiting for. Let's check out this season's top matches. First, let's take a look at the 0 to 11 age bracket, with the top battle being Blaster Drag versus We Are the Champions. Now, it looks like Red is playing a little more defensively, using their spirits to attack enemies and defend the base. Charlotte, what do you see?
Agreed. I mean, they sure are busy between the enemies and defending the towers, but look at Blue. They're all about offense, and their spirits go straight for the base. Which tactic will be more effective, Valentine? And let's take a look at the code.
I like how it's organized. It's a nice function division. I can read it clearly and nothing to say. Especially the main while loop, I can figure out easily without deep reading the code, just like how it works. Idea simple, it's working and it's good.
Yeah, this is really cool. I love to see this strategy started to come out in this one. We were a little bit surprised by this. The heal spell originally is supposed to, okay, you got some powerful unit, you don't want it to die, let's heal it. And then they were just saying like, hey, let's heal the base. And the heals are very effective on the towers, but if neither of the towers have taken much damage, then that could give you the edge. This Spirit Rush thing has to be defensible, but I don't think Red is defending against it. So Red's code, relatively simple. We just have a hard-coded list of units. Now, I'm sure that We Are the Champions has spent a long time optimizing this list to do so well, but because it doesn't react to what the enemy's doing, when you have what Blaster Drag is doing here in blue, with these Spirit Rushes that come through, like bam, we do some damage to the base. So Blaster Drag, even though we're in sudden death, Blaster Drag is ahead. And we can see how early those rushes came in. Very beginning of the game, before any units have spawned, we're able to rush and do some damage to this tower. So that's putting you ahead, and it only takes 3 spirits to take that first tower down, giving a big advantage towards pushing in the middle. Yeah, we're using all of the spells, all of the specials of the spirit here. This move towards logic is pretty fun because it's just moving a little bit each time, and we're just saying like, let's keep going. But look, it's offsetting 50 and 30. Valentine,
So it,
yeah, I did.
I'm not sure why.
The reason
Because
for
it's
that,
just like up down.
yeah. So the way that the targeting works, ooh, people getting all sorts of secrets if they watch this one, is that the direction you're traveling in, the missiles that people will shoot will lead at it. So you see this one kind of going back and forth in this time period. It's like up and down, and that's going to make things target that missile. So you see this one totally missed the spirit because each frame it keeps changing which direction it's going. So
plus, it would help against fireballs, because fireballs have long flight time, and if you want to aim them carefully, like you need to understand where the spirit's moving, and so you shooting ahead. And if it's like, okay, up, down, I have no idea where it's moving. Like, it's just like randomly fluctuation.
that's why, because I didn't think that this spirit rush would work. But if the spirit is kind of dodging like this, wow, amazing find, Blaster Drag. I'm thinking that I know which way this one is going to end. This in sudden death, we already saw Blaster Drag starting to be ahead.
I would, it reminds me classical Quake running, when you're exactly using like left, right, left, right, left, right.
Yeah, they call it
But
serpentine.
increasing speed. Now I think like we need to check our movement code. Like, what if it's exactly like that and increasing the speed? Who knows?
Oh, that's amazing. And it looks like Blaster Drag is taking We Are the Champions down. Well done, Blaster Drag, with the win. Let's check out the leaderboard. Adam, what are we seeing?
Well, in the 0 to 11 age bracket, Blaster Drag reached an impressive 713 wins with just 23 losses. That's a 96.88% win rate. This isn't the first time, though, that we've seen them in the top rankings. Back in Season 7, Blaster Drag earned the second place title in his age bracket. And in second place, we have We Are the Champions with 681 wins. And in third place, TH9197855. Congratulations to everyone. Awesome coding.
Yeah, congrats, Blaster Drag, playing for Team HyperX as well on that one.
Now, let's take a look at the 11 to 14 age bracket. Whoa, there's some lightning being summoned and more variation in units with brawlers, archers, and soldiers. Charlotte, what's the logic behind the different units?
Right, now blue seems to be using more muscle, summoning brawlers, but they're down pretty quickly by the towers. Now, and red is focused on more range attack. But this looks like a pretty even battle. Valentin and Nick, does either one have some advantage in their code?
The red code, it's very organized, so I love this numbers, how we're using. Like, it's really nice as we moving all documentation inside the code, so we can rely on these parameters, which is in some variables instead, distributed through the code, and a lot of magic. Well, there are a lot of magical numbers, but still. And again, Python, nice readable. Well, okay. There are now variable. It's hard readable variables about like E, O, which is hard to recognize from zero, but I think this code has potential. So just maybe a little change variable's name, and it would be really great. And the game in capital letters.
And game. Very exciting. There's some Easter eggs in this code. Apparently, I don't know if we checked this, but the spirits can just walk right off the map, so that's fun. And the way that the tournament submissions work is it's snapshotted at midnight. So this one, January 1st, Pacific time. So everyone's trying to submit their best version of their code, which they've held back for the very end, so they didn't want Shining Lights to see it, and just maybe it would be him at the very last second here. So the code is still in construction. Yes, we're all in construction all the time. But I see red kind of taking an advantage. We'll see if they can sustain that. Let's take a look over at blue's code.
And now we understand how it works, and we even gave us a hint, like, so the code makes my spirit touch towers. Yeah, so it's not only about fireball. I'm wondering why we're not making some function instead, like, okay, move to point X, Y, and in any point it's just starting moving rapidly up, down, up, down. Okay, so this code even better, and I'm wondering about comments.
This is taking forever.
Yeah, so like, it sounds like we explain code for us. I don't see reason why you use such comment except like, okay, somebody going to read my code, so let's make it funny and interesting to read.
Who even reads this? Well, welcome to it. If you pick one of the top 2 spots, we'll check it out.
We are reading this code.
Yeah, so we have 224 lines of Python versus 387 lines of Python. So this functional approach and this variables thing, I would think this would make it a lot easier to iterate. If you're nesting in basically a giant cast spell method, this is going to get hard to maintain over time. This breaking up into functions and the data thing, I'm going to like that. So I'm guessing that RoyP212 was able to do more iteration and kind of take more cases into account and, you know, basically make the code longer without it being like super confusing. And I think we're seeing that what we have here is before sudden death starts, we have no damage on red's towers or on base. This tower is just barely alive. It's got like 1 health or something, but it's still there. Whereas blue has taken some hits. And the way that blue takes hits is that spirit gets through and whacks it. And the spirits actually do a good damage with this special ability. Now, what special was that spirit just used there? Because it wasn't just a normal hit. It like got over there and kind of suicided against the blue base. And so it did basically all of the damage for the match just in that moment. 340 damage. And so we can see from there, we have sudden death going, and we're still 340 health ahead. Basically this whole time until, I guess we do get another hit off here. It's the same strategy. So being able to code up this Spirit Rush, basically that's the only thing that hit the tower, and that made the difference for this match. Do we have any damage coming in from blue to do the same thing? And we have a good push going on here. It doesn't quite make it. Oh, red hits it with a lightning bolt right before it's close enough to do it. So yeah, that's that reactive. Like that spirit got nuked twice, just like can't even get off the gate. So we've aced it. We're like, let's go, let's push. Zap, zap. But we do it. So we hit it. We hit the crystal. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Okay, just a few seconds and Red wouldn't have a chance. So, I mean,
it
was
so
really close
to
turn the table.
Oh, well done, both RoyP212.
I think we're already like, okay, I have enough health, so not worry, just waiting until sudden death, destroy my enemy, and then like, boom, okay, there are too many brawlers and enemies around my base, something wrong. But yeah, was enough time, luckily. I'm wondering about this suicide attack, because our intention for this one was like, okay, you take enemies around you just fight for the last moment and then destroy enemies. Like, instead, we just go to the base and it's good, I like this approach, but I like creativity of our players. So we're doing one idea in our mind and players, okay, we can make this ability better, and use it better. Love it.
Well, let's take a look at the leaderboards.
Wow, what a match. Securing the top spot in the 11 to 14 age bracket is RoyP212, boasting an impressive 746 wins and 12 losses, resulting in a 98.42% win rate. Great work. Following closely in second and third place are the well-known AI League competitors Iggy Master 99 and Buddy CC. A big congratulations to everyone on a job well done. Now, let's take a look at the open bracket. Okay, I'm seeing mostly the same at the beginning here, but blue is now summoning brawlers while red is more into archers. Charlotte, is there an advantage to using one over the other?
Well, it's all about timing. Just like the last battle, the brawlers are down more easily by the towers at the beginning, and range attacks are probably more effective, but there seems to be a standoff happening just right at the center of the bridge. There's not much movement past that. Valentina and Nick, what do you all think?
Yeah, it depends on the stage of the battle. Some players prefer using brawlers from the start of the match, but I think ranged units more effective at the beginning, until towers alive. When towers down, brawlers becomes really effective because nothing to stop them. Like no towers, because towers really effective. I sadly don't see too much catapults. There are few players using them. Maybe we need to do them more effective next time. But hard to do them, not overpowered.
I think with the catapults, what the players discovered with this kind of wave dash means that the spirits easily dodge them. And if you have a slow catapult and the spirit is coming towards you, you got to have something that's going to damage that spirit on its way over here. We're seeing a lot of lightning going forward. So not trying to hit the spirits with the fireballs, but just zap right before it gets to the tower, take it down. So if it took a little damage from your units on the way, you don't want to take any damage on the tower, let's zap that spirit. There is some damage going down on both of the towers, but I think as the players get more reactive and they're keeping their base around, not just always doing something like summoning a unit, but sometimes just getting ready to zap, that's how they're preventing any of these offenses from getting through. So I've been looking at this blue code here, and it's so nice.
Problem with zapping spirits, you don't have your lightning for the brawler, or if enemies start using warlocks, where lightning is very effective, and you don't have lightning, so you need to choose.
This code has dock strings. Look at that. This is like a pro software engineer for sure. Yeah. Let's put some unit tests on it and ship it.
It's a Python classical doc strings, so self-documentation for function, and I really love it. So it's how you should write code by PEP 8 and all convention guide for Python. So seeing such exactly, yeah, you're right. Like it's like professional code, good variable names, everything. So just like looking at this code already, like music for my eyes.
Yeah, of course it's in progress code with many to-dos. Maybe we should have tried killing the spirit, we'll see. But yeah, lots and lots of reactive logic and comments for when it gets complicated inside a function. Implemented them all.
I think a lot of to-do make it even more professional, so it's really realistic. So like real code, just 5,000 to do through the code base. Okay.
Yeah.
Usual practice.
Yeah.
And we're seeing, about 400 lines of this, and yeah, this is good. Let's see what we got over here on red from very frequent top player KK JavaScript. We've got our
and
initial
surprisingly we're using JavaScript, right?
KK JavaScript, true to your brand. That's right. Not a comment in here except for the first 3 starter comments that the level comes with. Who needs to document anything?
Yeah, and we don't like white space for some reason.
Well, actually, your units get 20% more power if there's more code than white space on any screen, which we can see here. So,
No.
I mean, I make fun, but this is pretty well organized too. And we're having a lot of just heuristics on here of kind of what works and what doesn't work. So it's not just being able to write the code such that there's no blank space on the screen. There's also just the sense for battle, I suppose. Oh, look, a comment explaining what's going. Love it. So
It's
we're
still pretty, yeah.
We're
It's
very,
still pretty
very
close match.
It looks
Yeah.
like we had it being totally even until sudden death started, and then blue is ever so slightly behind. Now, why is the damage rate a little bit different here for blue than it is for red? Is this because of red being ahead in some small way?
Yeah, probably maybe those archers gave like 1 arrow there, 1 arrow there. It's really hard to see. Okay, tower down.
Yeah, so now the way is clear to do some damage to the base and seal the advantage.
Yeah.
But the defense is still... Oh, it's down on both sides. The defense is looking really strong for both of these players. It took that long to take down the first towers. Are the players going to switch to... Now that those towers are down, are they going to switch to Just trying to deal damage to the base. Like, these brawlers are going to be pretty slow. I don't know if they're going to make it. That spirit
And
keeps trying to
waste-
rush past.
Start using crystallize ability, which like that. So it's no damage and take enemies. So idea to just delay enemy, just delay time.
Yeah. It's just tanking right now. And the brawler goes for it because you can't control what those attack. Looks like we're not able to do much damage here. It must be the heals. That's probably the difference here. So KK JavaScript is saving just a little bit of spells for heals on the main tower. And Kangaroo Uno is not. And that's the difference. 180 health. If you look, it keeps going up a little bit. And that's from those little tiny heals for 15 going down on this tower.
Heal is not effective on towers and your base usually. It's give just like a little amount of health, but when it's standoff, when you cannot get a hit on your enemy, like it's a good tactics, because yeah, exactly this, like 20 health point, 1% of the health can save you.
So both players playing super defensively, and KK JavaScript taking the win by being even just a little bit more defensive. Congrats on the win. Let's take a look at the open bracket leaderboards.
This actually marks KK JavaScript's second consecutive season securing the top spot in the open age bracket. With an impressive record of 705 wins and only 3 losses, he achieved an astounding 99.58% win rate this season. Following closely behind are Kangaroo Uno with a 98.35% win rate, and Hydrobolic, who has recently transitioned to the open age bracket and earned a 97.73% win rate. Great coding to everyone. Last but not least, here we are in the 14 to 18 age bracket with the top 2 overall players going head to head. Let's see if Shining Lights can maintain his winning streak. Okay, both players seem to have very similar strategies in the beginning. Charlotte, do you see any differences?
I mean, you're right, Adam. This one's a close one again. Now, one difference is that both players are aiming across all 3 bridges instead of just the center bridge like we've seen in the past battles. But wait, Shining Light seems to be getting a few more extra shots, and Nick and Valentine, how is he doing that?
I need to see what he likes. I already like the red coat. That's what I see from the first line. Again, nice variable name. It's okay, and it's JavaScript. It's not Python. It's already nice. If I like JavaScript code, it's a lot. And it's so nice readable. So variable names where you understand it's like some random numbers. Like, okay, what we see here, some heuristic about when to use what. Not so. I don't see hard-coded cases. Looks like more general logic about swing. Should swing. What about swing? No idea. And okay, and yeah, you see, we move towards way. So like swing, I suppose it's exactly this dodging tactic. So what first player who instead use it
The serpentine.
function. Yeah. So and way exactly
Yeah.
like swing is like minus plus minus plus. So that way using this movement pattern everywhere. So, like, I'm also wondering like who guessed it first, and player cannot see code each other. Like how we even figure out? So and who even found it first? And started, maybe it's somewhere on the forums, I don't know. I'm really wondering how this knowledge spread, like, because we have not designed it this way. So I mean, I don't want to remove this feature. Like, I love this feature. So, yeah, it's again, players found it themselves. Okay, so what we see, yeah, nice heuristic. Everything.
And it looks like Shining Lights' swing preserves more of the forward momentum. Like the spirit goes faster than just the Luke. So he's presumably found exactly how much you have to go up and down in order to go fast, but also not get hit by certain amounts of missiles.
Yes, based on the frame side and how much you move on this. Oh my god! Like, so even we don't know those numbers. We have no idea.
Well, we have like 200 lines of code in this get best spawn function, just figuring out what is the right unit to come. So like every case, 300 lines of code in the best spawn. And that's also not just giving the spawn, but something typical of Shining Lice's code. A lot of stuff gives a numerical value for how good something is, so that you can convert every action that you could do to kind of an expected score, and then compare them across each other. So you're not just saying like, well, if there's this case, I'm definitely gonna shoot lightning. Otherwise, I'm gonna find the best unit. It's like, how good would shooting lightning be versus shooting fireball versus spawning unit or which unit, etc. And so the main loop is just saying like, if the best action, what's the best action? What's the best action? And the heal logic, if the best action is to heal, we'll just heal the base. That's the only thing. So easy, don't need a function. So we will see some heals coming in here, and that might have already happened at least once, because as we started to enter sudden death, we're matched up. And both players very, very good on the defense. And in that defense, it's hard to take the towers down, it's hard to get it on the base. But we start to see Shining Lice having more health because those tower heals are going on. Now Shining Lice is healing here. And that's hitting not just the base, but also this tower. Not that it matters that much on this tower, but this one should last a little bit longer. And I don't think we have any heals going on. Oh, we do too. So Just a Luke is also healing at this spot. But now it's just a question of who can steal the most. They're both just mostly healing. And I'm sure Shining Lice would like spawn more units and attack if there was more coming, but if they both go to turtle mode, that's why this match is going to go quite a while. Almost to the hard time limit. Let's see what we've got on Just a Luke blue code here.
Just a Luke trying to using different lane for spirits. So usual tactics using just middle lane, and blue side using different lane. Bottom, top, middle, and again. So we're not trying to focusing on this lane. Looks like it's a good strategy if we are on the second place. Not enough for Shining Lice, but kind of good because most of the players focusing only on the middle lane. So something new, it's really great. Maybe a little more and Shining Lice would be defeated next time.
Look at this. Well, who knows? It could be anybody's game. Shining Lice ahead right now. But look at this move here with the Spirit. We're playing defensively just right in front of the crystal. So like, you know, we've got a unit coming. Let's just go to turtle mode. Let's see what other code we've got in here. Here's our zigzag. Ah, this is a nice zigzag function.
It must have been the Foreign's Valentine. There's no, like, can't be a coincidence that both of them had the serpentine like strategy.
I see
they see
most
each other
all,
doing it.
all top players using this one. So yeah, someone figured it out on some point, and the knowledge was spread.
I did also notice that like Shining Lice's dynamic coding seemed to identify the opportunity where he's noticed that both of them were turtling, and he was sending brawlers just a half second or a second before blue. So I wonder if that was also that's also going to play out as an advantage here.
Yeah, everybody's going brawlers in the end.
Yeah.
But blue's also got archers going on. But super, super close. And custom arena of your own, just estimated release date 3 to 5 business days. I want to play that. Let's go. Alright, any tricks up your sleeve? Let's press play. How does it go down? Oh, it's pretty close, but Shining Lice had more heals. Let's put some heals. Oh! How did that happen? Because it just went from 204 down to nothing. Did an archer shoot it?
Something got through.
This brawler pretends like it attacked, but I think it just was excited when the base went down. Congratulations, Shining Lice. Have we seen this screen before? You've done it again. Let's take a look at the leaderboards.
Yes, with 0 losses this season, Shining Lice continues to reign supreme in the AI League, maintaining a flawless 100% win rate. However, it was an extremely close match with Just a Luke, whose only loss was to Shining Lice, earning them an impressive 99.87% win. And finally, In third place for the 14 to 18 age bracket, we have For Frodo with just 5 losses. Awesome username, by the way. Great competition, everyone. Now let's take a look at the top 10 leaderboard.
Yeah, Adam, it's just really amazing. I can already see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players for Team HyperX on that top board here. And then in 6th place, Ducky Police playing for Intro to Python Semi 1 23-24. We've got that high school classroom player. Again, this is a mix of players playing on their own at home, in coding education centers and camps and businesses around the world, and in the public schools around the world as well. So we do have that competition going on. Most of these players in the 14 to 18 bracket, some from the Open. Roy P212 taking the 7th spot overall even though they're in the 11 to 14 bracket, along with Iggy Master in 9th for that. Lots and lots of great players on this board, but the competition is fiercest in that high school area. And it's no surprise to see Shining Lights at the top of the boards once again. Only ever defeated in the AI League by Valent, who then is now working here. So Shining Lights, I love that code organization in the last one, and of course I love the dominant wins. Give us a call. Maybe whenever you want to start making some coin. Yeah, we're pretty good at this. But to everyone else on the boards, if you think you could give Shining Lights a battle or the other winners in your age bracket, see us for the next season. Thanks for playing a fierce-fought Snowhold clash.
Congratulations again to Shining Lights for achieving an impeccable sweep in every competitive season of 2023. His outstanding code paved the way for an impressive 708 victories this season, securing the title of overall champion and the accompanying grand prize. Well done. If you didn't place, don't worry. HyperX has you covered. All AI League players get 20% off from hyperx.com. Just use the code HXCodeCombat at checkout. Regional and product limitations apply. Now, let's see the forces at play in Season 10, the Gravity Games. Valentine, can you tell us a bit about what we can expect?
For the next arena, we decided to get back to the sport thematic. Like, you remember that previous summer basketball game? So we decided to do similar, but totally different. Like, we found it maybe not enough when you shot by shot, and made it's not exactly tug of war. It's reverse tug of war on triple lane. So 3 times more fun, right? When you need to push these balls on the enemy side, get points. And it's not necessarily now get to the enemy base. You can stop it on the enemy territory and get points slowly. Or you can push all at all, but it's risk because in this case ball returns back. What strategy players will see, I don't know. Like, I really curious about how it would work with triple lane. So we trying to make that sport game even more unpredictable than ever. Like, yeah, we use it all our most cute, weird, interesting characters on this game, and as it's gravity, of course, we use it our tricks about pull, push, and will be more in the next challenge arena. We'll see.
That's all for this recap. A huge thank you to the entire CodeCombat community and all of our players this season. Thank you to our experts here with us today, and to HyperX for all of the support. Feel free to check out all the latest leaderboards and start playing at codecombat.com/league.
Welcome to the evolution of esports, where you don't just play the game, you code it. The CodeCombat AI League is the first of its kind. Part AI battle simulator, part game engine for learning real Python and JavaScript. Refine and perfect your code in your quest to become a CodeCombat AI League champion. Competitive coding has never been so epic. Join now.